GM, fam. We are live with Value Vibes Podcast with your host, Phil X Contreras, and my man, Urkann, where we're going to talk about NFTs, the value, the drama, and the vibes. We got a lot of vibes today, a lot of vibes. Mad lads are going nuts right now. And as we predicted, it was a lot of hype and sensation on Twitter. Everyone's talking about it. It's still ongoing. It's going nuts, man. And we're also gonna talk about some things that's going on with the Oogy community. Looks like it's brewing. I think it's brewing, but we'll talk about that a little bit. We got a project also that's pretty much about to come out. They're called the Chats, which we'll get on that in a sec. And some other news with Urkann and Degen Factory. They're gonna be doing some other things and lots more stuff. The monkeys, and man, just I can go on and on. Urkann, what's up, man? What's going on?
Everything's good, Phil. Today we have plenty of stuff to cover again. I think the main thing for today is the Mad Lads Mint. Everyone is kind of hype on it. Yesterday we have a little Twitter conversation with Sol Investor in which I said that for myself, hype is like the fuel for this kind of NFT projects in order for them to pump. I think Mad Lads is on that spot right now, and I think they can take advantage of it to just skyrocket. We've seen already that on Tensor and on Magic Eden, I think as well, the Insta Sell button is already set to like 40 plus SOL, which is insane because the mint is at 6.9. So we're gonna see. I want to see what happened with Mad Lads. Even though I've seen both sides of the coin on Twitter, people saying they are a cash grab because they have no utility behind it, and people saying that it's Mad Lads, it's X NFT backpack, as you said like a few shows ago, and it cannot have no utility. But we'll see. We'll see what happened with Mad Lads today.
Yeah, for sure. Mad lads even said it themselves. Send it to 0. So everyone is retweeting that. Send it to 0. Let's go. Now, with that said, I had a Mad Lads whitelist for I think maybe like 3 months, 4 months, somewhere a long time ago. I'm talking about this is when like Mad Lads was like not even Mad Lads. And as you know, I am never on Discord. I always pop out every once in a while on these groups and I say GM. I see what people are doing. I barely talk, man. And come to find out, like it usually happens. It always happens to me. It's mint day. And I go on for a minute. I'm excited. And I open up the backpack and then I'm like, hey, how come I can't mint? So I finally dig around on Discord, and then I look further and I look through an announcement, and supposedly like there was like maybe like a month ago, I was supposed to like go through some like crazy like address sign up or something, so I can
Oh
get some
no.
token.
You
So
forgot to
again,
submit the token. Oh my god.
again, it happened again. If you guys don't know, this happens to me every time.
But
Makes if you guys have an NFT whitelist for whatever reason, make sure you're on the Discord and you're watching what they're doing in there, because that's completely that don't do what I do. It's just that's all I gotta say. So
that's crazy.
I'm,
Mad
I'm
Lads give you 24 hours to mint and you forget to submit the mint token. That's
well, I didn't even the thing is I didn't even know, because like I don't look at the Discord. I don't look at any
yeah, yeah.
Discords besides Value Vibes. I go check in there and monkey out. So like I finally go try to mint, and then I'm trying to find out what's going on. So I got to go find a Discord for Mad Lads, and then that's when I found out. Oh, I'm supposed to submit some address for the token, and
Yeah.
I didn't know. So
I didn't know
there you go.
either, to be completely honest. I thought it was gonna be wallet based. It's really weird that they did it token based. Usually, this kind of high projects go wallet based because it's harder to get into the resale market if you made it token based. I mean, if you make it wallet based, it's harder for people to just sell their whitelist. And if you make it on token, it's really easy to just stack a lot of mint tokens and mint a bunch of NFTs.
Yeah, it said missing Madless token. That when I read it, I was like, God damn it, again. And you can tell, like right here, like I don't, I didn't, I like even the announcements like highlighted white because I didn't read it. I didn't read that. I threw a couple of GMs and wows and like my only comment here was basically saying that I was like, hey, I can't mint, and there you go. So, but all right. So, anyways, besides my personal issues that I always have, it's going nuts. I'm sure they're gonna do some crazy stuff tomorrow and today with all this, revealing happening. It's gonna be nuts. Mad Lads is gonna be nuts, and for sure, I think I'm gonna get in at some point, in my own way, in my own manner.
Yeah.
So all right. So let's go on to the next thing that we have to talk about. Let's start off with Oogy. Oogy, man. Zircon, there's something that I feel like is happening with Oogy. I
Tell me.
think with all the things happening, everything happening around right now with Mad Lads, with the prior project that was got hyped up. I forgot what it was called actually. Right before
The
right before
heist.
Mad Lads, the heist. Oogy has been in the background, and they have been basically building up the community from the underground. Like no one's noticing it, man. Like there's actually a a screenshot with their actual, them doing an AMA. If you look at that, I mean that's kind of insane. Like these people are really following this project and really like connecting with them. And you have the three amigos up here all talking. So I really feel that this community is really building up. I mean, I don't know if I'm just seeing something here, but talk to me, guy. Do you think this is something that's actually happening, or is this just a normal thing in NFT communities?
What's crazy on Oogie that I wanna just highlight is that they have a strong bond between the team and the Oogie community, but it was just from day one. I don't know how, I don't know why, but they just bonded really well with their community. And I think that's the main reason why they are holding so bad to 20. I mean, we talked about it like 2 weeks ago that Oogie was gonna go sub 20. They went sub 20 like for a day, and now they're at 21, I think. So they're holding the price really, really good. And I think the main reason is their bond between the devs and the Oogie community. It's really, really strong, and that's the main reason why the price is just holding up, because there's been the delay after delay after delay, and people usually should get impatient at this point. But in the
Yeah.
Oogie pods, it's not happening.
Yeah, that's a good point. This actually has been going on since day one. We were talking about it. You mentioned it at that time, and it's still brewing. It's still happening. I really
Yeah.
can't wait till I'm able to see the art around here. And these guys went to NFT NYC, which is pretty cool as well. But just something that I'm just observing on the back end as everyone's talking about Mad Lads and probably Chad's in 2 days. But well, we could probably transition into that. Chad's
The chats.
Chad's man.
Let's get to underground Solana.
Underground Solana. I think we should. I think the Chad's is a unique one because I well, let me hear your opinion first on the Chads. On what's going on here, because they have 41 following, and I'm still trying to figure out why. Like I'm completely lost, man, on what's going on here.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a really, really tough season for just um degen
Like
projects. I mean, I haven't seen a degen project doing well in like the longest time. So it's kind of funny. I mean, the NFTs are weird. The whole thing, it's just I don't know. It hits me off. I don't know what's going on with these guys, but I want to see what happens with them. I don't know even the price for these ones.
yeah, I mean it's
Too short. There you
uh
go.
2 Soul for this project, and it's a 10K collection, which is pretty high. These
Yeah.
guys, these guys says they're not worried about Mad Lads. I think they were just like basically saying like I don't know. I felt like the way they tweeted it felt like very like
Uh,
Chad Alpha, like
yeah.
like
It's.
Mad
I mean.
Lads what like what,
Okay.
but
What are they say?
yeah, like I think I'm not gonna mint it because I'm just that person who just like likes to watch these things and see how it plays out. Then like I usually play my decision after like a long time. And I think with this project it's gonna be the same thing. But the thing is it's a 2 soul price, which it's not bad. I think overall at this environment with 10K and 2 soul, I think I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like it's right like at the threshold. You think, or it probably should have been a lower price, maybe like a 1 soul,
The thing for me
probably
with
less.
this, this is gonna sound bad, but I used to mint a lot of Degen projects. Even when Solana was like 100, the most I paid for a Degen play was like 10 to 15 USD. So less than a sol right now. I hope they don't explode, because if they do that, Degen projects are just gonna mint for 2 sol, and I don't want that to happen, because there's gonna be a lot of actual rocks with a lot of money in between, and I don't want that to happen. So hopefully, either they do well but they build something interesting, or they don't sell out, because it's just too degen for me at Tuso.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, uh, yeah. In a way, I do want to see more projects come into Solana. But
Yeah.
I know what you're saying because at that time when when things were hyping, there were so many like projects that after like that first project came out and did very well, like all these
Yeah, I remember
nonsense
back on the
NFT projects
day.
came out.
Yeah, back on the day with Ghost Kid DAO, I remember that was like the triggering to a lot of projects. Once one of these projects does well, you see a flood of NFT projects just repeating the formula, like like if it was just rinse and repeat, and you're gonna be successful. It's real funny, because that's not how things are done to be successful. I mean, you don't copy Apple to be successful. I mean, you take some of the things Apple do right and do it your way in your company, but you don't copy and paste Apple, for example. Let's say something. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we'll see how these boys do, in this Chad world. I mean, I don't think they care about anyone's opinion. They're just like very Chad, and they're just gonna go, do their thing, and just and move on. So, good luck to you guys. And thanks for getting to Solana, and hopefully you stay and you build and you do whatever you need to do, and not quit and rug. So we'll see how it plays out. So, all right. So we got this project called the Donald Trump, and he basically did another collection. He is not doing too well. I mean, what do you think?
What a
The first one
surprise.
was a hit. This one kind of just fell. So
We're again on the same field. I mean, why on earth he thought he would make another collection and be successful? People just think like, if they do well once, and it's just okay, now I'm gonna do 7 NFT collections and I'm gonna keep printing money. And sometimes it's just luck, in my opinion. Maybe the first one, kind of everyone was kind of hyped because it was Donald Trump's first NFT collection, but unless the one was really really good, it's really hard to run a second collection and repeat the same things as the first one, because the market sentiment is not the same towards your collection.
yeah, I feel like the first time was like really it, and this one like even when I read it, I was like, all right, you know, it happened already. It's not the same feeling,
Yeah.
It's it's almost like WrestleMania happened, and then they do it again the next month. It's like it's too fast.
Yeah.
So this should have been happening like maybe like a year later or 2 years later type of deal, not like the next month. So I'm with you there. I mean, I think this is gonna just kind of just like blow away, and we'll see how that plays out. But in other news, we have Solport Tom coming back from NFT NYC. This guy wrote this letter, I feel, and I'm really liking it, man. I'm like, he said on my flight home, writing down everything that was mentioned officially, so we can deliver it and can start fresh. Once it's all released, we'll focus on less talk, more action, which means less information about what's coming next and steady releases. I mean, dude, this guy, like, he wrote it while he was in the plane going home. This guy really thinks about his projects. When I'm in a plane, I'm relaxing and I'm watching probably
Yeah.
some random show. But this guy, he's been working since he was like 13, man. And just if you see his project, Taiyo Pilots, dude, have you seen it? Have you seen how low it's been?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that people are fading so hard on Tom. I mean, we're talking about tire robotics. We're not talking about some straight digital stuff. People are not. People are just dropping the floor price lower and lower and lower. I think in some point this is good for Tom in terms of he's getting purged of all these people that were just holding the NFT to get a lot of money and exit the project, that are not focused on actually building the community behind Tail Pilots. But it's rough. It's rough to see pilots being so low in both Solana and USD value, because this minted for how much? 20 something, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was about yeah, it was somewhere there from
I
what I
think it was
remember.
around 20. And it has been
No,
a really long.
so you could have got it for with a tile oil, which was like about 20 Solana. So that's like what I basically did. I got the tile oil. I got it for free, but it wasn't free because you had to get the tile oil, which was about 20
Yeah.
Solana. And then even tile oil, like I think is like down bad as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
The, the, only,
3.75.
the only thing I didn't like on what Tom said was because people were actually like tagging Tail pilots of being a cash grab. And Tom said this was not a cash grab. 70% of the supply of Tail pilots were minted for free because technically the Tail oil was an airdrop from the Tail robotics community. But the thing is that that airdrop was like a really long time ago, and it's not like people receive the tail oil and hold it for forever. I mean, it changed of holders and owners, and probably most of the people that got into tail or into tail pilots for like 20 sol didn't get the airdrop. They bought it on the secondary market, so it wasn't technically a free mint, a 70% free mint, as he said. That's the only like thing I have to say. But then again, we're talking about tire robotics. I mean, I fade the tail oil when they were around this same price. I'm really thinking on buying, just because I don't think they can go. I don't think they can go further from like 7, maybe 6.5 sol. I think that's like the lowest they can go before Tom drops something that starts moving the floor price again.
Yeah, I mean, same here. I'm really I'm looking into tile pilots. I think this guy's gonna probably work something out. What he said was kind of weird because he said uh which means less information about what's coming next and steady releases. So he's not gonna talk about it much. There's gonna be a different strategy.
Yeah.
So you know, I think he did a lot within like the past few weeks. He released things here and there, boom, boom, boom. It was just so much. I felt like it was just like too much. And now he's kind of like finally controlling it and he's trying to like work on it together. I don't know, that's how it kind of feels like. But
Yeah.
we shall see. We shall see how Tile Pilots plays out in these next few months and see where they're going. But
Yeah.
overall, Something else that we definitely have to look into is the heist. This pro they've been moving, man. I'm kind of surprised. What do you think?
Yeah, me too. I mean, they pumped a little bit after the game release. They are around like 9 soul, which isn't, in my opinion. I mean, it's good that they're holding, but I thought they were gonna pump a little bit higher with the actual game. I thought they were gonna go like to 12 maybe, r- near the 2x for the actual people that minted. But yeah, they are holding. I want to see what I want to see how it's played is the token, their native token Nana. I want to see
Yeah, Nana.
how it reacts to when people start getting their money from the actual token and swap it. I haven't seen the price to see how it has behaved on the last couple of days. Let me see real quick. It went yeah, it kind of happened what I thought maybe, that it was gonna drop
Yeah,
because people are starting to get the revenue from the token. But yeah, I want to see how sustainable how they manage to make it sustainable. That's one concern I had with most of these kind of games with rewards. One of the main issues with this kind of reward system is that once people are stuck tokens and they start to take them out, the token drops and people get scared, and maybe someone drops the price and people start panic selling. That's one thing I've seen many times, and I want to see if they can actually manage to control the drop on the price for the token. That thing is gonna be like really important for them to be successful in the long run, because if they cannot avoid the token to drop dramatically in short periods of time, people are gonna start panic selling, and the price is gonna go lower and lower and lower. I've seen it before, like 1,000 times. So I want to see if they can
yeah,
actually manage to make it sustainable.
yeah. I mean, for me, I'm gonna wait till the hype dies down.
Yeah,
There's too much hype right now. There's too many people talking about it, and I just think I really want to see where the price action is at when no one is talking about it. That is when the real um price is at. So
yeah,
I'm gonna wait for that and see how it plays out. And it's probably gonna take a month or so because people are gonna be playing, people are gonna like it. It's gated, so it's not gonna be that many people, and then we'll find out eventually. So but I really want to play the game though, and I can't. So I can't tell you how it actually is. That's what I hate. Um, and I hope they open it up, which they probably would.
yeah.
We'll see.
Uh, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna open it up. I don't know if you can actually play it by getting it like not loan. It's through Cardinal, maybe rent it to test the game. I don't know if it's possible.
Ah,
Maybe that's one way
yeah,
to just try the game on the actual show. Because I'm not gonna
yeah.
buy it. Sorry guys, I'm
No,
not
I'm
gonna
not
buy
even.
it.
I'm not even gonna rent it either. I just want to play the game. But uh,
Yeah, yeah,
but another news we have the monkeys. They haven't been saying much, and I just wanted to throw it out there. Like this thing is still here. What is happening? What is going on? The only thing I could do is really just look at the likes and see if there's any like hidden alpha around here. And they've been active. So whoever's behind this account has been active, liking small things here and there. And it looks like they've all just been waiting on this whole Monkey DAO SMB uh, acquisition. So we're waiting. We're waiting on what they're
yeah,
gonna do. It's still alive. It's still here. Something's gonna happen. I'm personally interested on how this is gonna now connect with SMBs. I mean, Zircon. Like when we first talked about this, it was all about Monkey DAO's this being the main baby because SMB was kind of out of the hands.
yeah.
Now, what do you think?
I don't know. I wanna see. We already talked about this. Their community is gonna get like crazy big with the Monkeys Mint, because now they're gonna have the SMBs Gen 1 and Gen 2, if I'm not wrong. and the monkeys. So I want to see what happened with the with the actual monkey community, because it's gonna get huge.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna have some more people within in it. Um, and maybe you might want to join us. We'll find out
We'll see.
very soon. We'll see for sure. All right, so we got something else. We got Urkann. Um, so we talked about Degen Factory before. They were on Solana. Urkann created this community. He built it up from like
Yeah.
the underworld. Everyone hated on him. I felt like this guy was like one of those like movies where like all these bullies just like beat up this kid, and then he just like he went he went like silent for like 6 months and just like started building himself out and just like came out of nowhere, just like you know beating the world, but
Yeah, yeah.
and then winning. But some crazy news which I didn't see coming, and I don't know how this is gonna play out. Like this is like I feel like this is like way out there. Like we are excited to announce that our social marketplace will be launched for the first time in Massa Labs. Why? And he basically says that they're gonna take the opportunity and make this like a marketplace for this new blockchain. And then, like Solana is not really like I guess active as it was before transactions. Uh, but the change in revenue model and the fierce competition only reinforce our belief that Solana was now taking a very big risk. 99% volume being done on the leaders of the moment.
What?
And he says like Massa Labs is like here, and why not? Yada yada. Massa NFTs. I mean, this whole thing right here. First off, I never heard of Massa. Have you?
I don't want to be rough on Urkann, but I really think this is sponsored.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, saying Solana doesn't. I mean, I think Solana has the the blockchain with the most volume on the NFT marketplace of them all. What is he saying?
Well, it's a new blockchain protocol. So they like maybe like what? So what I think you're saying is like this blockchain paid Urkann to
Yeah, I know that that. You see how everyone talked about Polygon paying
Utes.
youths to go to their
Yeah.
blockchain. I'm thinking they're doing like some sort of similar thing. They are paying Urkann to build the marketplace on their blockchain, and he has
Ah.
to just talk about it, and because he's saying things that I don't think no one that it's on the actual NFT. I mean, if we were hearing this stuff from someone that isn't from the NFT ecosystem, I would say, oh, he doesn't know. He's not on the actual NFT ecosystem. He don't know what he's talking about. But we're talking about Urkann, a guy that launched an a successful NFT collection on Solana. He knows what he's doing. It doesn't make any sense for me to hear from him that Solana doesn't have the most volume, and that this blockchain Massa that I never heard of is gonna have more volume than Solana.
So you never heard of Massa?
No.
I've never heard of it, man. This is the first time. And to be honest, I mean, if they do become the massive thing, and Urkann is right, dude, this project is gonna be big. uh, but if he's wrong, damn. I don't know what I could say, but yeah, big risk. Polygon was a little bit different with Utes because Polygon, like it was built, it had brands on it already, like Starbucks and all
Yeah.
that stuff, and people knew it because of that. You had like
Polygon
the
is
whole
a
Trump
solid
thing.
blockchain.
Yeah, like it was like kind of like like it was known. This one, dude, I never heard of it. Like not my cousin, like he's like all into like the coins, and and I didn't even hear from him. So like maybe he's really early. So
Yeah. Reminds me a little bit of Aptos, of the Aptos play. Like maybe he can actually get some market share there once the mainnet is dropped. But I think it's not even gonna get to Aptos level, because Aptos had lots of venture capital behind them. And I mean, yeah, there is some market on Aptos. You can trade NFTs, but I think Aptos is already dropped down to the Cardano and those kind of blockchain level in terms of NFT marketplaces. I mean, yeah, it's there. You can trade your NFTs, you can drop your NFTs collection there, but it's all about Solana and Ethereum, I think. In terms of
But
NFT marketplace, I'm not talking about tokens, I'm not talking about smart contracts, and I'm not talking about tech. I'm just talking about NFTs.
okay, so I just missed one part of the thread. This is actually really interesting. We're going to be the okay. So he said about so I kind of like when I first read Massa, I was like, what? But check this out. We are going to be the first marketplace on Massa when the main net goes live next September, and therefore the only place where you can trade Massa NFTs. Okay. And when the volume is sufficient, we will launch Solana and Ethereum, which are already developed in terms of integration. So they're basically creating a whole marketplace for not just Massa NFTs, but from what I'm understanding, reading this, Solana and Ethereum. Am I getting that right?
Yeah. I think
Man,
the play is
that,
maybe the play could work,
yeah, after reading that, yeah. I was like, okay.
but I don't know because Aptos would have done the same, and I don't see any Solana NFTs being traded on Souffle, for instance. I mean, and Aptos was bigger than. I repeat, this Massa blockchain, I never heard of it before. Aptos, at least I heard of the name of the blockchain. I'm gonna dig in this Massa thing just because if the mainnet is launched on September, there's a high chance that we can actually get some stuff there in terms of
Yeah.
airdrops and stuff. But I'm not really bullish on this
Yeah.
kind
Like,
of plays.
remember,
It's too risky.
yeah, I remember when Aptos first came out, and there wasn't really much talk about it, and like some people like joined their whole like I guess like I was like I don't know if it was like it was some way to like you can get like on the list,
Yeah,
and then those people got airdropped, and they made some money off, and I remember I was like I was like, yeah, what the hell is this? So now like with this, I mean, I guess I might have to like just dig just in case, just see what it is, what's going on, and then see what's up. So interesting stuff from Urkann. He's moving, he's taking risks. So we'll see how this plays out with Degen Factory and Urkann and the team. So we'll see how it plays out, man. For sure. We'll find out in a couple of months. All right. So I was called you Urkann. uh, uh, Zircon, Urkann, man. So is there anything else out there you want to just throw out there as the last minute thing for the show? We
not
have,
not quite. I mean, I'm still checking on Polygon projects. Nothing really fancy. Nothing really that drags my attention. Just average projects. Nothing really wow. The only thing I'm looking that we already talked about it with Snooze a couple of days ago. A couple of days ago was Raposa. Maybe they can do
oh
well.
yeah,
I mean, we already mentioned that the project has hype, but it's a coffee company, and we know it's gonna take like a really long time for them to develop the whole uh, brand and the product. So I don't know. Maybe they can do well in the
yeah.
short time, but in the midterm, until they get the actual launch on the coffee, I don't know, man. I don't know if I don't want to hold for that long.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like the project overall and what they're doing, yeah, it's really interesting to see it connected with an NFT. That's what I like
Yeah,
about this is that how they're putting community with the company and building this product out. Now, with that said, it takes a while. It takes a while
yeah,
to build a company, and it's not that easy. So it's gonna take a year, 2 years to really get things going for this, this coffee brand.
yeah.
So
And
if you're willing to hold that long, okay. So uh but the art is sick. As far as like the
yeah,
art, I like the art, man. Let's see if I can find the art around here. This is, I think this one is just a 101, but there's like the actual PFPs that it should just be normal, I believe, from when I saw last time. Yeah, these things right here.
Yeah, they're cool.
It doesn't, yeah, it doesn't look bad. But yeah,
Yeah,
we'll see how this plays out. Maybe we can talk to them one day, see what they're up to. So,
yeah, for sure.
but yeah, this is one project that great that you mentioned this. See how this plays out with the coffee brands. The one thing I do want to basically just mention is it's actually Claynosaurz. They've kind of went silent a little bit, and they are coming out with this expansion pack. We talked about this a little bit on how they're actually going to do this, and it's kind of finally just like it leveled down. There's not much talk about it anymore, so it looks like the Claynos can actually do their work. The hate has disappeared. Everyone's looking at Mad Lads now, so
Yeah.
so we'll see how this does. And yeah, I can't wait to see. It says they threw out this like this hatching chick just 21 minutes ago. Dude, I wonder what that means, man. What's cracking? This is gonna be insane. This just updated news just now. An egg hatching, guys. Eggs hatching. So some more alpha there on what's happening with the Claynos.
Another airdrop.
Oh man, but overall, I mean, if you enjoyed the show, make sure you mint that like button. You mint that subscribe button. Comment below anything you guys want us to talk about. We sure love talking about NFTs. We go live Tuesdays and Thursdays around this time. Urkann and me have our own shows as well. And make sure you subscribe to us and follow our Twitter below. You have Felix Contreras and Urkann. Join our Discord where we chat and stuff and just hang around. So much love, guys, and peace.